Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be addressing a question that came into the MyListing Club Facebook group just the other day, and it has to do with providing listing owners a list of pre-configured cover images that they can choose from as part of their ad listing process. So that's what we're going to tackle in this video. I'm going to quickly read some of the parts of the question that came in from the poster, and then we'll go ahead and jump in with this video here. Okay. I want to enable advertisers to have access to some pre-made cover images. The idea was to try and keep the integrity of the site and not have a load of crappy images up. So when you see a lot of My Listing websites or directory websites in general, it's not just a My Listing problem. It's any directory website out there you see where you give the listing owners full control of the images that they upload. It's just not the prettiest results. They're not educated in web design. They don't know the dimensions they should put up there. There's always the file size issue, compression, all of these things that can go wrong when you give them that type of control. Now, as you see in my ad listing form here on this starter site, I'll show you this really quick. And this is how I do it with all my starter sites, is I try to educate people, the listing owners, the best that I can think of how to do it, so they can upload the best images possible to their listing. So if we scroll down here, we'll get to the media section here. So I give them a bit of instructions here, guidelines, upload a certain number of images. That has nothing to do with this particular video, but each image can have a max upload size of 1 meg. This can have an impact on the quality of the image. For best results, gallery images should be 1920 by 1080 pixels. So giving them some guidance on what best fits in the gallery cover area. As far as crispness of the image and that sort of thing. And then I give them some instructions on how to compress. A link right here that opens in a new tab where they can compress it, upload a WebP version, and so on and so forth. But even then, once you give them all of this information, you have to assume they're going to follow it, assume they know what they're doing, assume that they're not going to get frustrated. And then once you even take all of that into account, you've got alignment. So what if the subject matter of the image that they're uploading, it follows all these guidelines, but the subject matter is like in the far left corner, the far left bottom corner, top left, far right, far bottom right. You get the idea there. Then it's not going to look that good. So you can try to educate them more on it's called I think they call it the bleeding edges or bleed edges, to where you can have certain safe spaces. So if you've ever uploaded an image to an artwork website where they throw your photo onto a mat and they mat it for you and go ahead and ship that pre-built, pre-matted image back to you. They usually give you what's called bleed lines. That's what it's called, bleed lines. And you've got a safe zone where it's a square within the dimensions of the actual frame. That's called the safe zone. And then you've got another zone where it's starting to get a little risky, that the subject matter, if it's outside of those lines, it may not be visible once it's all printed. So it's kind of the same concept. A listing owner could follow all of these guidelines, but if the subject matter is not centered as best as possible, it could still look wonky. So there's just a lot of things to consider. So what this poster here is asking is a really good thing to think about. If you're willing to take this on and you're willing to put the time in to do this, I actually think this is the best way to go about it, is to do the cover images on behalf of your listing owners. Provide that service, and that way you ensure that when someone's visiting your site, that they're seeing the best version of the listings as you can possibly do in terms of the images in the cover area and that sort of thing. And it's great for the businesses too, the listing owners too, because then it takes the burden off them. You're guaranteeing that it's going to look really good if they choose one of your pre-made covers, right? You can even offer a service, an add-on service, where you say, hey, we'll create a custom cover image along with you. We'll work together to build one. Here's a Here's a template image. Here's the bleed lines. Just put your subject matter in between these bleed lines, and we'll work together and make sure your listing cover area looks as best as it possibly can. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay. Okay. So enough jabbering. Let's dive into this and see how we could do this. I have not practiced this. I've not rehearsed this. I'm going to do this like just totally winging this with you right now live. And I could stumble. I may not. We'll see. But the last thing she says is, has anybody else managed to achieve this where users have access to a bunch of pre-made cover images? How do you do it? Okay, so let's go ahead and tackle this. I'm going to close down my other screen here and see what... okay, so I'm good on my other screen. So like I said, here I am on a... this is a starter site. This is the Fit starter site. This is a copy of it where I'm going to use this site for this video. But I've already showed you here. This is the add listing form, the submit form. And we come down here and we see this media section, and they've got a gallery, a bonus gallery, and so on and so forth. But as we say here in the gallery, your image gallery also serves, I'll go ahead and highlight this here. Your image gallery also serves as your listing cover image. So it's important for your images to be high quality. If gallery images are not added, we will apply a default cover image with our branding. So if they don't supply anything here, and we're using the gallery cover configuration, then we're good, because we're going to automatically apply something we know that looks good with our branding in it to make, you know, those listings stand out without the listing owner having to do anything. But for this video, we're assuming that the listing owner does want something custom so that their listing stands out from everyone else's, right? And along those lines, when I talked about how you could upsell listing owners, you could have like an add-on service, like, hey, we can work together to make custom images. When you build that product page out, you can have different levels, like there are different levels of pre-made. You can have levels of custom, like where you'll work together to build something custom, and then maybe you have an agreement to where whatever you build can be, you know, resold on your site. There's just a lot of really cool ways that you can monetize this. And if you're not a designer, you could partner with somebody who can design this stuff for you, and you work together. So however you arrange that partnership. So that's a really cool service that you could offer, whether it's something that you offer yourself or you partner with somebody to offer. So that's another thought. Okay. So what we need to do to start here is we need to somehow show them in the form here, and or pre-educate them before they get to this point. So I'm going to keep this open, but I'm going to open another tab here. And I'm going to go back to the homepage of the site. And what I like to do is up here in the menu, we see under businesses, we see how it works and get started. So you could put this in one of these two areas. You can even create a brand new page if you wanted. Just something that addresses the fact that a custom cover image is available, or custom cover images are available, however your site is configured, right? So let's check under get started. I'm thinking that's probably the best place to have it. Platform visibility, maybe under add listings, or reach further would be a good one. So if we come down here to reach further, we've got promoted listings, Google reviews, product store. So maybe a fourth one here could be custom cover images. Okay. Real quickly, I can show you, because this template is available on the club website. If you want to download that, if you're a member. So let's go ahead and just quickly look at how we could adjust this get started page. Okay, so I'm going to edit this get started page with Elementor. Just to show you how easy this is. If you want to get this template, or you already own this starter site and you just want to adjust it here. So we're going to scroll down to the reach further section. I'm just going to put this at the bottom. So we see here we've got the text left, image right, and then we flip it in the next section, and then we flip it again. So what we need on this next one is to flip it again. So we're going to use this right here. So I'm just going to copy all of this. I'm going to scroll down here. And actually, let's see here. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and do this quick and dirty here. I would want to do this a different way. But there we go. You get the idea. But I would want to go in and make sure it's all just kept here within the containers and whatnot. But we'll go ahead and just for the sake of this video, speed this up. So we call this custom listing covers, something like that. And then, put in your text here, blah, 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 and then learn more. Right now, this learn more button opens up. We'll go ahead and show you this here. Let's go ahead and refresh this page. Okay, so just that quick. Obviously, you'd want to do a screenshot here in the mock-up, and if you're following along with the same consistent design, put a mock-up here of your custom cover, like a screenshot of your custom covers, and then learn more. So this button right now is linking to the support page, and it's pulling up a specific section. Okay, so what you could do in here is under the support page, under listings. You could have a section in here like another button, or maybe even under general, just have a section in here about the covers, okay, the custom covers. And then what this button would then link to is support. It could just go right to listings too. So that would drop you in, right here at this level. And then they could click on the button that they want. So lots of different ways that you could do it. You could actually drop them down to a specific section of the page. So general here, or a custom cover section here. But basically the idea is just to give them a learn more button that links to more information about what this is all about. Maybe this is a dedicated page, a dedicated product page. That's probably how I would do it, actually, now that I think about it. I would probably have this linked to a special page, a landing page, where you're showing all the covers, you're showing the buy now button, testimonials, whatever you want to put on there. You get the idea. That's how I would do it. Create a custom listing covers page, which is what we will do actually in this video. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this button. And I'm going to create a link here, or say I'm going to link to custom covers. All right, so let's do that, update that page. I'm going to jump back into my dashboard. I'm going to create another page here. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. There's a lot of ways you can duplicate pages. I just thought, well, let's duplicate a page for the sake of time. So I'll show you a trick here if you don't already know about it. All right, so we're going to call this custom covers so it matches that button link. We'll go ahead and publish this. We'll go ahead and edit it with Elementor. And again, for the sake of time, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy this whole page, actually, just for fun. So this is a trick. If you don't know, you can go all the way to the bottom here into this box at the bottom of any page that's it's been edited with Elementor. Right click on this blank box, do copy all content. Go back to another page you're editing with Elementor, right click on that same box and say paste. It's going to paste in all of that content from that previous page. So just like that, from the front end, you've duplicated that page, right? Pretty cool stuff. And then I would just jump in here. It's going to pull in the page title automatically. We're just going to pretend we've adjusted all of this. We call this top. So we'll leave get started because that's going to dynamically change to the page title. Extend your customer reach, generate more revenue. We'll leave that because that still makes sense. We'll call this custom covers, and then we'll do. You can give these names. I'm just going to do like cover one, and like a brief description. This cover is for baking professionals. Because maybe you have like a bakery listing type. Well, you know what? We'll do this according to this site. Let's do that. So this cover is for you know what, we'll do this. We will say trainer. These covers are for fitness trainers. Okay, so just like that. So you could create unique cover images for trainers, right? So then when they click on that button, then it's going to drop them down here. We want the link to actually go to this page, stay on this page, but we're going to change the link then to, let's see here, we'll call the link trainer. So this is just an anchor link, which means the #, hashtag, and then the name of the anchor link is going to just stay on this page and scroll down, which I'll show you. So, okay, we'll call that one trainers. Let's hypothetically say this was the trainer covers. Custom cover images, if I could spell, for fitness trainers. Okay, there we go. Custom cover images for fitness trainers. We don't need the claim listing search box in there, so we leave it like that. And then now, I'm just going to I'll take this stuff out for now. Okay, so then we come in here and then we add our images. So let's do an image here. And there's a million ways that you can do this. You can do a CTA, you can do an image, you can do galleries, whatever you want to do there. But for the sake of time for this video, we'll just do an image there like that. And we will say, okay, we'll use this image. And yeah, we'll just go with that for this video. So you can have, like I said, you can have more than one here. However you want to do it. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this. We could put a name on this or a caption. We'll skip that for now. But another way you could do it is I really like the CTA widget. It's probably like one of my favorite widgets from Elementor. So let's go ahead and drop that in. So we'll do CTA. So it's call to action widget. And we will do cover. So that way that the whole cover, the image covers the whole cover. If that makes sense. Let's choose that same image there. Now we can put some text on here. So it's really cool. Let's see here. You can give it a name, but I want to put it actually, let's change this up a bit. Let's use the classic instead. So I changed my mind on that. Let's put a height on here so we can, we want a height of the image here. So image height. Let's see here. There we go. Sorry about that. So just throwing a random number in there. And then here in the content, we can give this a name just so they have a way to identify this. Trainer 1. If you want to give them like some helpful text, or you can just take that text out altogether. Maybe there's a button, maybe there's not. So that's one way you can do it. You can also just go back and use the style that I really like to use, which is the cover version. And then we'll go ahead and set the height of this so they get a really good look at what this image looks like. So we'll do a 600 even on this. And then for the content, we're going to keep it called Trainer 1, okay? But for this, we are going to place the text in the left and then in the bottom left, okay? So there that is. And up to you what you want to do on the zoom effects and stuff. I'm just going to take all of those out. Okay, so there you go. Really cool stuff. A million ways that you can style this stuff. So we've got this the way that we like it. Let's just right click and duplicate it. Let's then go in, change our image for this. Let's give it, I don't know, this one right here. I don't like that one. It doesn't match. My dark mode is like this. Is just me being anal about this. So I'm going to change this. Okay, there we go. So that fits a little bit better. And we'll call this Trainer 2 or whatever creative name that you want to give it, right? We'll update that. So now we've just that quickly, given them some options for trainer covers. And the key here is that that whatever image options you give them here, you've got those pre-made, or they will be made, and they will be made to look good with the listings. Okay. So then we've got our page. Let's go ahead and give trainer covers that an ID. So you're going to edit that section. And for the CSS ID, you're going to give it trainers, because that's what we're going to call up. So trainers. Because if you recall back here on this other call to action here, under content, we did the link was to trainers. Okay, so let's go ahead and update this. Let's go to let's duplicate this page. Let's go to our, so remember also for get started for custom listing covers, we decided, hey, we're going to create a custom page, which we did, and we're going to link this button to that page. Okay. And we've already created that link. So now from this get started, if I refresh this page, this learn more button now should go to that page. Okay. And there it goes. Now they come in here and let's say, oh, I am a trainer and I would like to have a custom cover as a trainer. They can click that. It's going to drop them down. Anchors can be a little funky with Elementor and just WordPress in general. I can show you a trick. It's kind of getting outside of this video. One easy way here is we could just add margin here. So let's just say, actually margin won't work in this case. So we'd have to add, say, margin to the actual column. So let's go here, and we'll say, let's add 80 here. So now when you use that link, it gives you a little bit of room to capture the heading too. So let's go back here, trainers. There we go. So that drops us in really nicely, tells us right where we need to be or where we are, and everything. Okay. So now your listing owner, they've hit this page and they're seeing this and they're like, oh yeah, I would like, you're educating them ahead of time. Okay. This is what's possible. So let's say in this case that these are free. You're just offering this as part of the package that they're paying for. And you're not trying to sell them anything more. This is included. And they're like, okay, cool. I really like this trainer one image. So then what you would do is go back to the add listing form. What we want to do is give them an area under media here. So instead of uploading an image, we're going to take all of that away. Okay. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to take it away. I'm just going to add an extra field real quick. Okay. So for that, we're going to go to listing types. Let me make sure. So I did this under gem. Okay. So we're going to edit the gem listing type. I knew that error was there and crap, I cannot fix that quickly. I don't think. Yes, I can. I can fix that really quickly. Just ignore this part. This is something unique to this site. Let me switch over to the parent theme and we will be good to go there. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we are back in the gem listing and we're going to go to the media section here and we're just going to add a checkbox. Let's add a checkbox. Let's put this up here above cover image. Let's see here. What did I do for that one? Yeah, okay. So let's just call this custom covers, custom cover options. Okay, it's not required. Show on the submit form. Yeah, we want to be able to do that. We don't want to show this in the comparison pop-up, so let's uncheck that. Add options. Okay, so this is where we could say trainer 1, trainer 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, now, like I said in this particular example, we're assuming these are free. Okay, so we'll come back to the paid. So we're going to save that. Let's refresh our ad listing page here. So just like that, custom cover options, you would put some helper text in here. So Let's see. Choose the desired cover image. Okay, we'll just leave that for now. Refresh. Let's go back here. Okay, so there we have it. Choose the desired cover image. So now they come in here and they're like, oh yeah, I like trainer 1. They submit their listing, and then you, the website owner, you're going to come in here. You're going to see that a new listing has been submitted. Let's pretend like this Durham gym was it. So for that, actually, I'll go ahead and edit one here. So we'll go back here. Let's go ahead and find a gym. Okay, let's go into Durham Gym here. We'll just go ahead and edit this one. And if you see anything funky, this is just a test site. I haven't applied. There's some fixes I need to apply based on the latest MyListing update. So nothing to worry about there. Okay, so I'm going to go down to that media field. Where is it at? Here we go. Choose your custom cover. I'm going to choose 1. And I'm going to save my changes. Yeah. All right. So let me change some of this stuff. Bonus gallery needs to be one of the following types. Yeah. Okay. I'll just take that out. Scroll down. I'm just going to take all of these out for now and see if this allows us to submit the listing. Okay, so changes have been saved. Let's go back to the listing in the back end, which is this guy. Let's refresh. So this is just, the listing was submitted. It comes in, you, the admin, you see it. You scroll down because you're going to want to check this. And here you go. They chose trainer 1. Okay, so now you know that you can go into this listing, which we're already in. You could go to the cover image field right here and then just pull in that image that they chose. Okay, so now we chose that image for them. Let's update the listing. Let's view the listing on the front end. There you go. So they now have their custom cover image that they chose. Now, if you want to, that was free. So you're allowing them not to have to, they don't have to pay extra to get that. But what if you wanted to charge them for that? So you could go back to your custom cover page here. Maybe you have some that are free, that are a little more basic, but then maybe you have some that you want to charge for. And for that, you could just drop in a WooCommerce product. So pull in the product widget. Let's see here. Let's drop it right in here at the top. Yeah, and then you just query whatever your product is. So probably a manual. For now, just for the purposes of this video, we'll do like a manual selection and then, do a search for those covers and pull those in. So you could pretend like these 4 up here were covers. Obviously, they would have a custom image on them. And then you could design them, to look similar to this. Another thing you could do is actually in the link of this CTA, you could actually have the link to add this product directly to the cart. So I don't know off the top of my head. You know what? I could probably find this for you real quick here. So let's see if I can find it really quick and I'll show you. Okay, yeah, here we go. So you could drop this link. You could pretend this CTA, you could pretend it's a product if you like how this is already designed. You could drop a link like this in. Call this trainer 1. Let me blow this up here for you. I didn't capture it all here, so hold on one second. There you go. So what this is you have the URL of your website / product / the name of your product. So we'll call this trainer one / add to cart equals, and then actually the product, whatever the product ID is. And you can get that from the back end here of your website by going to products, open that up, and just hover over it. And you'll see there's the ID. You'll just grab that ID, copy and paste that ID in. So where were we here? Yeah. So now when they click on this image, let's pretend like, this is published. And here on the front end, let's go ahead and refresh this. This is actually going to go to the MyListing Club website, but you get the idea. Now, if they were to click this link, I'm not sure why that's not linking. Let's go back. Oh, so we're going to apply the link to the entire card. So let me update that. Cool. So that's the way you could do it. Now that when they click on this, it would take them, it's going to 404 because I don't have this product on my website. But if this was actually on the live website, you know what? I'll just show you. We've got nothing but time here. So let's do trainer one. We'll publish that. And let's hover over that and we see the ID here. So we're just going to grab that. So now let's update our link here. So there's that. Trainer one, we know is the product name. We need the actual domain name of this, our URL of this website. Okay, so this should work. Let me update this. Refresh. Click on the link. Let's see, let's go back to our products here and we'll just go into the actual product and just check the URL. So, okay, -1. So you can actually just copy the URL here too. So copy link address, go back to our custom page, put everything in before the add to cart portion. Okay, let's save that. Let's try again. There you go. Yeah, this is just because it needs a little bit of configuration. But you can imagine, just like that, you've added it. It should be in the cart now. I think it's because I don't have any price. Let's put $1 on that. Let's update that. Let's go back. Refresh. There we go. So that's how it's supposed to look. Now it's already added it to the cart and they're ready to go and they can check out. And then when you see that order come in, it's going to say, hey, someone, this person purchased the cover, for their listing. There's just a million different ways you can go about this. And we're now talking about monetization. And there's so many different ways that you can monetize this. Like I said, you can do it this way. You can list them as a lot of different products on here. You could partner with a company, and because this site right here is actually set up for WooCommerce product vendors, you could do like a marketplace. There's just a million ways to shake this out. Looking at the add listing page again, go back here. Got a lot of tabs open. Let me close some stuff. Let's close this. Here we go. Let's edit the listing. So it's like we're in the add listing form again. Back here in the media section, so here they're selecting these, but what if they wanted, what if they didn't see your education page? So maybe they didn't go to this get started page first and they don't know what it is that you're even talking about. You can include a link, just like I included a link to this right here. So we could go into this listing type again. Let's edit that image gallery field. We'll steal that link. So let me see. Let me go over here to the right and find where that link is. Almost there. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to steal this. I could have typed this out, but I'll just copy it here. Okay, would have been it's much easier to copy this than it would be to type that out. So let's steal that. Let's put it right here next to this, just for the sake of time. And we're going to say that the link now, because this is staying on our own website, this can actually go to this custom covers page. Okay. And let's drop that in here. Okay. Because we're on our own website, because we are on the ad listing page, if you don't want them to leave the ad listing page, it's probably a good idea to open this in a new tab. It's totally up to you, but we want to take that no follow out of there. Okay. And then I'm going to put in this link. Okay. So let's go ahead and save that. So again, they're editing their listing. They had no idea that there was an education page. You still should do the education page, in my opinion, that educates them. Do that under the Get Started page. The Get Started page then links to the custom covers page. And this is a full-blown product landing page sort of thing. But as a third point here, now you're educating them on the ad listing form, the submit form. Choose the desired cover image. And then you could say something like, use this link. And then that would be this link right here. And you could customize that however you want to see our covers. Okay. So they would click on this link. They don't leave the ad listing form. You keep that open so they don't abandon it. Okay. And boom, now they see what's available and they're like, oh, okay, I'm a trainer. That's cool. Let's see what they've got. Oh, here's all the training covers. Ooh, I like trainer 1. From here, they could click this and it could start putting it in their cart. So you got to think about that. That could be confusing to them. So let's just say in this particular case, it was free. They would just say, hey, I like trainer 1. They come back here. Boom, I like trainer 1. But now if there was a paying situation, you'd probably have to educate them a little bit more here. I'd have to think that through. I'm just thinking on the fly here. Something like purchase your cover, select your cover here and purchase it from using the link, something like that. Another thing you could do is do a redirection after they submit their listing. You could redirect them to the Reach Further page. So this right here, or the Reach Further section. So that's what I typically like to do, is redirect to the Reach Further section. So this section of this page. So they've submitted their listing and then you dump them in here. And that's when they can see this. There's just a million different ways you could do this. And if this was my own business, I would have to sit and think this through. But you may not be charging for this stuff and you may be charging for this, or maybe a mixture of both. And that's why I can't really give you one answer or the other in this video. I'm just going to give you the options. Okay. So you can see you can do some really, really cool stuff. It's a way to increase increase or justify the cost of your listing packages. List this as a line item. Custom covers could be a line item. Or it's something that you upsell. It's in your higher pricing packages. Or it's just an add-on service or an add-on product. A million different ways to go. But anyway, I hope this answers, first and foremost, I hope this answers the original poster of this question. I've already responded to them. I will also provide this video. And I hope this helps a lot of other people too. I just think this is a really interesting topic. And if there's anything more you want me to do on this, you want me to create some custom pages as a template maybe for you guys to use, I'm happy to do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I might use this in future starter sites as just to show people how it looks on a live website. But yeah, hope all is well, everybody. Please remember to click subscribe. It really means a lot and helps me out. Keeps me motivated doing these videos. Yeah, catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.